Tomato update. We have 3 tomato plants in slightly different environmental conditions, and I just wanted to share. Now they're different tomato plants. Next time I'll have to do the same tomato plants, the same kind of tomatoes. This one is producing finally some flowers. It has I've harvested 2 tomatoes from this all summer long. I will admit that part of it seems to be the consistency of the water delivery, meaning I wasn't watering it enough, and we had some very hot days. As you can see, we have some dried parts of the tomato bush, but then we're finally getting some good flowers, and hopefully these will stay. During the really hot days, the flowers were drying up, some of them. And then the second tomato that I got out of it was half eaten by snails. Now this tomato plant is very sad, and it is delivering some very tiny tomatoes. And again, look, it's got a little bit of mold, so this is definitely not the best area for it. I will note that these 2 are both in the ground, and so I thought that in the ground would really be the best environment for the tomatoes, but it's turning out to not necessarily be the best. This one's looking really good, so maybe it's just a late bloomer. Today is September 27th, so let's see how this goes over time. That one, I don't know, I think he's gonna go. There is my snail-free basil, but in this basket it needs a lot of watering and doesn't get as much attention. Now this plant, it does not get any morning sun because the sun rises in the east, and also in the afternoon it's slightly shaded by our little triangle sail. Over here, this one gets a little morning sun and it gets evening sun. So I think that the sunlight may be a bit of the problem, and then the other is just the fact that it's in the ground, and maybe the water retention of the soil is not great. So now in comparison, see this beauty. It is in front of the sail. It gets sun all day long, and you would have thought that would have been, a problem because so much sunlight. But look at this. Tomatoes thrive on sunlight, I guess. And I have it in this basket, this tub, which basically retains the water. So I can focus on watering just the tub, so it's kind of a water-saving device. And look at how many tomatoes we have coming out of that one tub. Isn't that amazing? And look at all the flowers. Yeah, this is like my trophy tomato bush. I don't need any of the other tomato bushes with this in mind. So look at that. Maybe next time I'll just plant one. But we want to do our experiment again, don't we? So just want to tell you, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and eat lots of tomatoes.